On the mic with our favorite guest, comedian, actor, producer, Ocean Glapion, calling to weigh in on some Tiger Woods Memorial Day mishaps. What's good with you, Ocean? How we doing this morning?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
Can't complain, baby. Let's get into it. Your boy Tiger messing up over the weekend in Jupiter, Florida. What was your takeaway when you heard the news?
My takeaway is, why don't he have any black friends? Black friends would tell you that you can't drink and drive. Like, I don't understand. Black friends would tell you you're rich. You're so rich as shit. Why are you driving yourself? Like, I don't get how this dude is driving himself and he's like a billionaire. What is he doing? Alex, if I was a billionaire, I would not do nothing myself. Like, I wouldn't even walk myself. Like, walking for me. Right?
I wouldn't even walk myself.
I wouldn't even walk myself. It would be totally like I would have people do everything for me. Like, I don't get how he's driving.
I always wonder what that is with rich, famous people and why they end up getting screwed over behind the wheel. Are they above an Uber, even an Uber Premium, a black SUV?
That's what I'm saying. Like, see, he needs black friends, or he needs, like, an adjacent black friend like that. No, like, I mean, like, even if he's going to have a white friend, like, you know, he needs a white friend that is adjacent to black people that could just be like, yo, you need to tell Tiger. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's so simple. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I don't get how, like, he got caught. Like, you know, we all know he got caught by his wife. And it's like the most simple thing is to get a burner phone. And if you don't know what a burner phone is, that's just you have a phone where you just give it to your hoes, and that's the number they use. Like, I don't understand why you would use your number. Like, I don't get that. Like, you know, I don't know why you're driving yourself. I don't understand that. I don't know why you're brushing your own teeth. Like, if I was rich, I would be Eddie Murphy and Coming to America. I wouldn't take a bath by everybody would do everything. Somebody would be wiping my own butt. It don't matter.
So
this dude is getting behind the wheel driving. It just doesn't make sense.
Do you feel like this is just another demerit on the list of unfortunate events that's happened to Tiger since he fell off, or has this been a long time coming, something like this, or you're not reading too much into it?
I'm just thinking he doesn't have smart people around him. And he needs to have smarter people around him. Like, he just, this lets you know, it lets you know none of his friends care about him. Like, none of them. He doesn't have any friends that can be like, yo, this is the deal. This is what you should and shouldn't be doing, right? Like, we all have friends like that that'll tell you when you're acting up or when you're doing something stupid.
Absolutely.
Either he's extremely hard-headed and he doesn't care, or he just doesn't have the friends that are letting him know what's right and wrong. And I mean, because, come on, man.
Well, did you hear Cowherd's opening segment, which was pretty riveting yesterday, because the news broke right when he hopped on the mic about the DUI, and he was discussing childhood star athletes and how when you have a parent that's so all in like Tiger Woods' dad was, that just like even a Macaulay Culkin or in the acting world, there's a much higher probability of them having issues in their later adult life. Do you think this plays into it to some degree, where he's just fallen? He's a 41-year-old man right now, and, you know, maybe he's finding himself on some level years later after the sport has calmed down for him. Is there anything to that note?
Yeah. My thing is, I keep going back to this, and I know I'm joking about it, but he needs some black friends. It's like his decision making on everything in life is not good because he doesn't have any black friends. Like, look, he's black, right? He still wants to rock that comb over white hair, losing hair type thing. Like if he had some real black friends, they would be like, "Yo, Tiger, it's cool to cut your hair off. You're black. You can have bald hair. It's okay, right?" The Rock did it. Like the Rock didn't try to use some comb over. Like, why is Tiger still rocking his hair like that? Like, cut that shit off. If he cut that off, like, why is he trying to rock that? Like, it doesn't even make sense. I don't get it. Like, he's has a white boy comb over. I don't understand. Like, he cut it off.
So if you could pair him up with any ideal black friend in the entertainment industry, who's your first round draft pick?
I would do Ashley Larry, like Donnell Rawlins, because he's like from New York, and he would be like, "Come on, son, why you ain't supposed to be having that kind of haircut, son? You need that loud, ghetto, obnoxious friend." Like, what, son? Like, as soon as you get around, like all your white friends. Like, he'll change up and be super white. He'll be like, "Well, oh, okay, he's super white." But then when y'all get in the car, you'll be like, "Yo, you see the white British son? Oh, like, you need that." You need that friend.
That's
Like,
hilarious.
like, here's the thing. Steve Harvey had some black friends, so they all told him, like, "Bro, it's okay to cut your hair off. Like, stop putting that top on top of your head." And he finally was like, "All right," and he finally rolled with it. You know what I mean?
So, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm hearing you saying this is the ideal time for him to have a Donnell Rawlins in his life right about now.
It's the ideal time for him to have a black friend that needs to start telling him, like, "Yo, friend, why would you not get an Uber Plus, son? I mean, all the bitches is gonna like you even better. You rolling in an Uber Plus, son. Like, come on, like, yo, listen, Tiger Woods is rich. Whatever girl he messing with, they already know. Like, he don't even have to, like, even drive. They'll come pick him up.
Seriously.
Like, Tiger doesn't have to do anything. I just don't understand. Like, this is now, like, the second time he's, like, fell asleep in a car, or, you know what I mean, his girl went and got, I just don't get it.
I mean, do you see him coming back to the sport and playing at the top of his game ever again? Or is this the last? I mean, this is just another.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. Never happened. What is he going to do? Win? It's a wrap.
I don't know, man.
He's never going to play golf again. I mean, he's going to be one of those, like, nostalgia, like, you know, one of those people that you go see, like, he's like, you know, he's in his 70s, and he's playing, like, celebrity golf on Fox. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, when he had his stretch of 14 majors, where did he compare to Jordan in terms of kings within all sports? I mean, was he up there for you? I mean, I was a little younger. I remember, of course, but, you know, being 10, 12, 14, I wasn't that aware of the magnitude of what this guy was doing across the globe, really. Was he up there for you as on the Mount Rushmore of athletes?
Well, here's the thing. I never knew about golf until Tiger Woods, right?
Wow.
So, I mean, he's up there.
Yeah, that says it right there.
I mean, they had their own golf section. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Tiger had his own golf, like, Tiger Woods club, and made kids wanted to go. The reason why they wanted him to do well, because everybody does well when he does well. But just the steroids and everything else, he hasn't been able to get back to, you know, the regular Tiger Woods. I think he needs to go back having sex with a gang of hoes, and that will make him, you know what I mean, be good again. That's when he was at his best. When you have to hoes always make you better.
Dude, if you got a
They
gig,
don't want nothing from you. They don't want nothing from you, but just like some good sex and some food every once in a while. You know what I mean? Who doesn't want that? you need. He had like 15 of them. He had like 15 hoes. I mean, that was a good look for him. He needs to go back to that. He didn't have no worries. He was all good.
how about
Get married. He needs to get married and have a gang of hoes.
what? How would Tiger Woods change if he married a black woman and not a white woman next time around?
That was not. Hey, he can. Now I said get him some black friends. I didn't say go get you a black woman. That's a different beat. Like you can't just start off and you ain't never had no black girl. You can't just go to start off getting you a black girl. You can't do that. That's too much. You asking too much of him. All I said was get you some black friends.
That's
a
hilarious.
huge difference.
That's fantastic.
He'll never be the same.
Oh,
Black women are too smart. They'll be knowing what he's doing. So let me get this straight. So you basically gonna try to tell me that you was drinking and you fell asleep in your car. That's what you're trying to tell me, boo-boo? Is that what you're saying? You Tiger motherfucking Woods, and you can't call you an Uber. Is that what you're saying? You can't even do that.
dude, if you got a gig coming up in Florida, man, this is where this all went down. That's gonna crush if you hop on a mic and talk.
I did. I don't know when I'm in Florida again, but I'm in Richmond, VA. I might do some of these jokes this weekend.
Dude, getting him some black. That's a phenomenal premise. Hysterical.
Yeah.
It's hysterical.
Oh, but that might work. He need him a black girlfriend, or he need him a black friend, some sort of ethnicity.
Right. Well, yo, while I got you real quick, are you stoked on the rubber match, Cavs Warriors, segueing into basketball, or were you disappointed?
I'm so for LeBron James to win another championship. Going down, baby.
Dude, and we can go into it later, but you and I are Kobe guys, and this LeBron MJ talk in the media as if Kobe never even played. Oh, by the way, it's starting to get to me a little bit.
I know. Here's the problem, though, and you know I'm a huge Kobe fan. The problem is that Kobe didn't know when to hang it up. And so that's why I think it hurts him a lot in the conversation. And plus, Kobe never really made none of his teammates better. He took a lot of shots that he shouldn't have took, and that. So, in all retrospect, you know I'm a Kobe fan. If I had to choose, I would pick Kobe before LeBron. But that's why I don't think that they talk about Kobe like they should.
Because he's a me guy and not a we guy. But couldn't you say Jordan was about him as well, and he just happened to elevate his teammates due to his all-out, all-in mindset and persona on the basketball court?
I mean, LeBron James just makes everybody better with all of the scoring he does. And he's efficient. And he's just gotten better. And he doesn't get hurt. I mean, LeBron, I don't know, man. LeBron is something different. Like,
so he's refreshing. You could say refreshing is a word that comes to mind when comparing him to some of the other greats.
Yeah. I mean, if I had to start a team, who would you take, Kobe or LeBron?
I mean, God, that answers the question right there, and it's upsetting. I got to go LeBron. I'm sorry. I got to go LeBron.
I got to go LeBron, too. I got to go LeBron as well.
But let me counter that with a question of one possession, one shot You got one superstar with the rock in their hand. Who do you want, Kobe or LeBron? I'm saying Kobe's winning that poll.
Well, you say that because,
because Kyrie hit the shot.
Here's the thing. If you look at the eye test, you know Kobe won it. And you know Kobe is stone cold killer. So you know he won it, and he's not going to do whatever he can to, try to win and make the shot. But if you go by statistics and go by who has more game winners and who hits at a higher percentage, it's LeBron.
This is what
I test, Kobe has the mean face. He has the jaw. He has the you know what I mean? And LeBron is just like, oh man, I'll pass it to Darren Williams. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I know. It bothers me when you have the greatest physical body in the history of the game, arguably, and you could say shied away from adversity and left Cleveland to go create a super team, which I heard Rob Parker on the Herd yesterday say, if LeBron doesn't go to Miami, then Durant never leaves OKC, and we have all these little trends now of superstars joining together. It's kind of upsetting on some level, knowing that Kobe hung in there during the Smush Parker over to Chris Mims phase and got two more, where you're watching LeBron hop around and recruit. It's just, I guess the 90s and the early 00s first now. But
people have, I'm not just talking about you, but I'm just talking about people in general. People have revisionist history. That is not the case at all.
What?
Remember, Kobe Bryant was going to go to the Clippers. He was going to go to the Clippers.
I'm going to say that's a bluff. That's him playing poker.
That was not a bluff.
Okay.
It was a real thing. He was going to go to the Clippers. He was going to go to Chicago. He was minutes away from signing with Chicago.
God, that's so hard for me to believe.
Huh?
It's so hard for me to believe. It really is. I remember the moment.
They told him if he stayed, they promised that they would do something and promised that they would do something. He held Kobe Bryant, as much as I love Kobe, but Kobe has done a lot of things in his career that was not great for the organization. He made them do a lot. He would go to the media. He would do a lot of stuff to make the Lakers trade a lot of subpar players. And he was going to go and leave the Lakers and go to the Clippers. He also held the Lakers where he got $50 million for them at the end of his career, where it was terrible for us.
Oh, it's still the aftermath of that. We have not recovered as an organization since the 2 for 48 now.
We have never come from the aftermath of that. So what I'm saying to you is, people just forget. Listen, LeBron James, let's just think about who he had on his team. Like, his best player for a long ass time was Boogie Cousins. No, he's not Boogie Cousins. What's the dude? The point guard. I don't know. Let's let you know how much he didn't have nobody on his squad. the dude, the point guard that married Keisha Cole. I forget his name. But he didn't have, so he just got tired of that. And then him being the best, everybody who kept, like, every news outlet was just talking about how terrible he was and how he couldn't win. So he wanted to go win. I would have left too. If you had a job position where you were able to go to a better company with better employees and better everything.
I understand that. It was just a perfect storm because that was his hometown team. It wasn't just like Durant in OKC randomly, the guy's from Washington. He's got no connection to the city. This guy was the city. The economy boosted by tens of millions because one man resided there. I mean, we won't see that again unless just perchance that happens probability wise.
Right,
But,
and here's the thing also, Miami wasn't the champion, and then he left and went, like, it wasn't like Cleveland almost beat Miami, and then I leave and go and team up with them the next year.
right.
That was it. Hey, Durant is,
So you think the pressure's on KD then this time around? All the pressure's on the Warriors.
all of the Warriors. All of the Warriors.
I'm shocked.
LeBron owned Kevin Durant in the championship.
That's what I'm saying.
And it is all for nothing. Just think about this. Last year, they were the best team, best record ever. They go and lose. This year, they sweep all other teams. If they go to the championship and lose, what does that say about Cleveland?
It says a lot.
What does that say about Golden State? They can't get it done. Everybody already says they're a pump team. Just think about it. They've never beaten anybody. They've never beaten any real team. Name me a team that Golden State has really beat. They never played the Clippers.
Right.
Everybody is always hurt whenever they play. And when they do win, they beat a team that didn't have Kevin Love or
Kyrie.
or
Yeah.
Kyrie.
Yeah.
And when they played in full strength, they lost.
I know. Well, that's why I'm shocked it's plus 220 and minus 260 in Vegas right now. I can't get Cleveland off the podium in my head. But that's because I'm a big Destiny guy, and you only pass Jordan in playoff points once. And so I think this is the year LBJ does it again. But Vegas seems to think it's Warriors in 6 or even 5, which to me is blasphemous.
I don't get it how. Okay. So you have Kyrie and Steph, that's a watch. You have LeBron and Kevin Durant, that's a wash.
Right.
You have Kevin Love, Draymond Green, that's a wash. We know Tristan Thompson is way better than whatever. So
JaVale McGee.
The X factor is Klay Thompson, and he hasn't been playing well.
I know. He's the X factor. The quiet, the silent assassin.
He's the X factor. So I think it's going to be a drag-out fight, and I think the Cavs are going to. Who has home court advantage?
Warriors. Yeah.
I mean, they won it last year on the Warriors.
Yeah, it's true. Good point. I'm just hoping for 7.
I need Cleveland to win it this time, and then next year Golden State win it.
Yeah, I think it's better for the NBA if what you just said happens rather than vice versa. I mean, I'm bothered by 12-0 and 12-1 to get to the finals. There's no competition.
There's no competition, and it's going to be like this for the next 3 years.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I want to see Chris Paul, even though I love him as a Clipper, potentially go play for San Antonio, which there's rumors. Maybe a Gordon Hayward, a Paul George, hops to a power player in the East. That might add some serious competition, but remains to be seen. We'll see.
Yo, Gordon Hayward to Boston. You like that?
I think it's exciting. I mean, they're not getting it done. They're not going to the finals with Horford and Isaiah Thomas. I'm sorry. Horford's 30 and IT's 5'9". There's nothing against him, but they're just not getting past LeBron with that squad. There's no way. But with Gordon Hayward, they got a shot, I think. Or Paul George. But I like Paul of the Lakers, baby. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Who do you like better, Paul George or Jimmy Butler?
I like Jimmy Butler, but that's because, I mean, that freak injury in the Olympics just scarred me. So I'm just stoked for the guy that he's able to still play at an all-star level. But, I mean, I don't know how that's going to affect him when he gets closer to 30. Jimmy B is just, I think he's a top 3, maybe top 5 two-way player in the league. And he's tenacious. He does the little things. Came from Marquette, baby. That coach had him up at 5 a.m. working out on 2-a-days. That's the program he came from. So that discipline has never left him. But, he might.
Have you seen that video where there's this NBA prospect playing against one-on-one playing against Jimmy Butler?
No, I haven't.
Oh, they go to 5. They're supposed to go to 5. And the NBA prospect, he hits like 4 jumpers in a row, so it's 4-0. Misses 1, Jimmy Butler 4-1. Then the NBA prospect up again, his name hits another jumper, so it's 5-1. So Jimmy losing. But he goes double or nothing to like, I think it's like, I don't know, like to maybe 8 or something like that, and he comes back and wins.
Wow.
But they gotta find his videos one-on-one.
I gotta check it.
But this guy just hits these jumpers. He hits like 4 jumpers in a row, and so Jimmy finally had to play some like real D on him.
Jimmy, baby. Yeah, man. He's
a good player.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, I'm about to go jump in his hair to get this haircut.
Yeah, baby. Good talk, man. And I'll gotta throw up the soundbite of the Tiger Woods thing. That soundbite needs to get on ESPN. That was that well said and hysterical.
So here's what we need. Here's what we learned. If you're Tiger Woods, get you some black friends, preferably Donna Rollins from the Dave Chappelle Show.
And that's comedian Ocean Glapion dropping in with his 2 cents as always. Appreciate it, boss.
All right, man. Talk to you soon.
All right, later, Ocean. Peace. And that was the one and only Ocean Glapion on the mic talking shop. You heard it first. Tiger Woods getting him some black friends, and he avoids the situation completely. I'm Alex Monaco. This is the Extraordinary Sports Podcast. Ta-ta real smooth.